Right now, please, can we respectfully invite all the executive of Yoruba Heritage and Cultural Association of Victoria. Please, if you are proud of the executive member, can you please find your way forward here, please? All members of the executive, can we please have you at the front here? We just want to cut the cake now, then take our vote of thanks, then be on our way. No, we leave the DJ to play until tomorrow. Please, you know yourself, if you are a proud member of the executive body, can you please find your way forward here? Thank you. Because we have to cut the cake now. You have done Gudu Gudu Meje and you have done Yaya Mefa. And we need to show your faces for people to see that truly we have people like you uplifting the banner of our indigenous language here in Australia. Thank you. All the executive, please. Ohun tá ń gbìyànjú àti sọ ni pé gbogbo àwa tá a di ipò mú, tá a jẹ́ onípò kan àbómi, tá a jẹ́ adarí nínú ẹgbẹ́ Yorùbá Heritage and Cultural Association. Ẹ̀yin là ń dóde báyìí torí pé wọ́n ní ìka tó bá tọ́ sí mú, òun la fi ń remú. Èpo ẹ̀pà wọ́n ní lójú ọpọ́ sí ẹ̀ lírí. Àbí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ òye. All the executive, we are waiting for you. A ò rí ọjọ́ yẹn mú solókùn, a try láti solókùn. Fọ́rọ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. A ò rí ọjọ́ yẹn dè mọ́lẹ̀. All the executive members, please, we are waiting for you.
Fumi Olusa, please come out. Ayo Oseni.
Àǹtí Fúnmi Olúṣà, ẹ̀yin là ń dúró dè. Bọ̀dá Ayọ̀ Òsénì. Bọ̀dá Ayọ̀ Òsénì. Àbẹ́ ti lọ lé ní wọn tí ìlọlé wọn à ń bì náà. Mo rí wọn ní kọ́nà kan bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Bọ̀dá Ayọ̀ Òsénì, ẹ̀yin dà, àǹtí Fúnmi ti wà ń bí. Èèyàn mélòó ló kù? Ayọ̀, àwọn dà, ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ dà. Àkókò ní fi ẹlòmíì ṣe yín láṣẹ ọba Èdùmàrè. Torí pé ẹ wà lára àwọn tó ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà. A nílò láti ní yín bí ká tó tẹ̀ sí ọwọ́ iwájú. All the planning committee, if you know that you are part of the planning committee for this great event, can you please step forward now? All the planning committee, please step forward now. Gbogbo àwa tá a gbárùkù ti ètò yìí, gbogbo àwa tá a ṣe bí ètò ṣe ní ṣíṣe. Can we please step forward now, please? All the planning committee, we want to do the cutting of cake. Then after that, we take our vote of thanks. Please, in case you're wondering, you want to invite me for your next event, for your birthday, for your wedding, for all your events, please, my phone number is 04 730 49122. 04 730 49122. I am the PRO for Nigerian community in Tasmania.
Ẹjọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní planning committee, Nickel Dion, Funke Olayiwola, Mr. Adeabioye, Mr. Obadino. Can we all come out, please? Thank you, Funke.
Gbogbo àwa planning committee, ẹ máa bọ̀, èmi tí ń fi yẹn ṣe lọ́nìí yẹn. In case you want to invite me, you can see me on my social media at MC Babs J Global. You want to invite me for your next event? You can please message me on WhatsApp or call me on 04 730 49122. 04 730 49122. All the planning committee, can we please come forward? And all the executive, all the planning committee. Like I said earlier, in case you have just this kind of event, you have any social event, and you want to invite me to be your MC, you can please contact me on 04 730 49122. My name is Babachide Kudayo. I am the Public Relations Officer for Nigerian community in Tasmania. I live in Tasmania. Over. Thank you. God bless you. I want a minute. I want to know what's me. I want to dá mi mọ̀ tó mọ̀ mí dáadáa. Wọ́n ti náwó sí mi sọ̀rọ̀ ní mí o. Ó dẹ̀ yé mi dáadáa. For your event, for your wedding, I do it exceptionally. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ bá ya fọ́tò náà kàn máa bọ̀. Alright, so if we have Dr. and Mrs. Akishola Akibiyi, please, we are waiting for you. Dr. and Mrs. Akishola Akibiyi, we are waiting for you here, please. I'm announcing the names of our donors now and our sponsors. We're also waiting for Pastor and Mrs. Folabura Ajetomobi. Pastor and Mrs. Folabura Ajetomobi, we're waiting for you. Of course, we're also waiting for Mr. and Mrs. Ola Omibiyi. Mr. and Mrs. Ola Omibiyi, please, anywhere you are, please step forward. Thank you. Also, we're waiting for Mr. and Mrs. Fred Tayo Alale. Fred Tayo Alale. And of course, Professor and Mrs. Michael Kolawole. All our senior members, we are also waiting for you. All our senior citizens. Gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa àgbà òkúni tán lórílẹ̀ láṣẹ ọba Ìdùmarè. Àwọn bàbá wa dé pọ̀jù. Àwọn màmá wa dé pọ̀jù. We are waiting for you to join us here. Thank you, thank you. All right, now we're also waiting for Mr. and Mrs. Remi Ogunshina. Mr. and Mrs. Remi Ogunshina, we are waiting for you. Mrs. Bolanle Adeoba, we are also waiting for you because you are very, very important to this gathering. Also, we are waiting for Mr. and Mrs. Charles Oguntade, President. Mr. and Mrs. Charles Oguntade. Also, we are waiting for Pastor and Mrs. Bumi Ajayi. Pastor and Mrs. Bumi Ajayi. We are also waiting for Dr. and Mrs. Abimbola Omidiora. Waiting for Dr. and Mrs. Abimbola Omidiora. Also, we are waiting for Chief Abiola Falayajo. I'm using this opportunity to say, to appreciate my sister, Ìyàwó Anita Asminia, Ayọ̀míkún Ajetomobi tó ti di aya Philip Bifani. You've done so well for Babs J Global, and I'm really, really grateful for this connect. She was the one that linked me up with the president, and here we are celebrating our culture. Ayọ̀míkún mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ òdo dáadáa. Ẹ̀bùn pàtàkì tí wọ́n fún wa ní Tasmania nìyẹn. In our church, she's really doing well. In fact, she's really, really doing well in church. And of course, she is of good moral and conduct. We celebrate Ayọ̀míkún. God bless you. Àjọ ń lọ Tasmania láàárọ̀ ọ̀la ni tó dá máa lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lọ́jọ́ Sunday. All right, now we're also waiting for Chief Abiola Falayajo, like I said, Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Ayo Ogunleye. Also, we are waiting for Mr. and Mrs. John Olayemi. We are also waiting for Mr. Adesoji Adekunle to join this photograph session. We are also waiting for Mrs. Wemi Oyekanmi. Mrs. Wemi Oyekanmi. These are our sponsors and our donors for Yoruba Day 2024 here in Victoria. Káyìrà láyọ̀ ká pàdé níre o. Káyìrà láyọ̀ ká pàdé lódì lẹ́yìn ara wa. Àlàáfíà ògùn ẹ̀mí kó máa jẹ́ ti gbogbo mùtúmù wa. Like I said, once again, if you want to invite me for your wedding, for your birthday, for all your events, you can reach me on 04-730-49122. Bàbá Jídé Kúndáyọ̀ ló kọ̀ mi ò rí yá ni mí. Èmi lọ́mọ ńlẹ̀. Èmi lọ́mọ awíkejìdé, èmi lọ́mọ alùbọ́tẹ̀jà, èmi lọ́mọ afọ̀kírè iṣẹ́ lóko. Ògbójú ọdẹ ni mí. Mo regbó, mo mẹ́fọ̀n láàyè. À ń lọ lónìí, a gbọ́re síra wa, a ní gbọ́bi síra wa o. Tí a bá fi máa wá ṣe Yorùbá Day 2025, mi ò ní fi ń ṣàwátì. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ̀ ní fi mí ṣàwátì. Láṣẹ ọba Ìdùmarè. Ire o, ire kàǹkà, ẹ ṣeun.
Good evening, everybody. We just want to say a big thank you. Thank you for all our supporters, all the donors, everybody that bought tickets. Thank you for making the Yoruba Day Festival 2024 a very beautiful day. Everybody is looking so glamorous, so gorgeous, so beautiful and handsome. We just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting the executive. Thank you for supporting us. If you are not here, today would not be this beautiful. We say safe travels to everyone as you journey back home. And if you are new to Melbourne, new to the Yoruba Association, please reach out to any of the executives to get our numbers so we can add you to all our communication platforms. We want to be able to reach out to you after today and not just see you again next year. Ọlọ́run ní kó àtúrí wa o, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún la máa ṣe lórúkọ Olúwa. Ire o. Thank you everybody.